Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Ryan Hall, your athletic director here at Mayville State. Today we have with us Coach Tomlin, our head softball coach, and very excited to have Coach Tomlin here as we wrap up the season. Coach, got a lot going on. First of all, congratulations on really a phenomenal season for your girls. But before we get rocking and rolling talking about softball, a big congratulations to you and Coach Billy Tomlin. Expecting for your first child, so congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
How exciting was that?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. Excited to add a baseball player, softball player to the roster this fall. So we're really excited.
Well, I know you guys are going to be great parents, and if I were to guess after how I saw you at third base and just knowing Billy, it's going to be an intense ball player one way or the other. So awesome, awesome. So 23 and 16. To wrap up the season, headed into the conference tournament. And Coach, I just want to start right there. I haven't cycled through all the record books, but I'm confident in the fact that might be the most wins that Mayville State softball has ever had in one season.
Yeah, we did kind of a record search a couple of years ago when we were 22. I think we finished 22 and 23 that year, and the most wins that we could find at that time were 21, and kind of the hard thing with records here is they weren't always kept, back in the 70s and 80s, and so as far back as we can look, it might be a school record.
So we'll put an asterisk on it.
Yes.
However, 23 wins and only 16 defeats is amazing. I believe conference-wise you went 16 and 11.
Yes.
And finished third place in the conference. And really had to work for it just this past weekend.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Just, Valley #1 and obviously having a great season, ranked, top 5 or 7.
Seventh, yeah.
7 in the country headed in. But, for you girls to finish third, you had to take on Dickinson State, who was conference champs the year before. And won some really good nail-biter games this weekend. How important was that to get that 3 seed and also have some really good momentum headed into Thursday, the conference tournament?
Yeah, we wanted to go into the weekend and secure the 3 seed. We were 1 game up on Dickinson, and they're a good team, good program. We knew we would have to work really hard to get 2 on them. Luckily, we only had to get 2, and they had to get 3 from us in order to secure that 3rd place. And so it's always tough going to that last weekend of competition and really having to fight for your spot. But I would much rather seal our own fate than have to worry about what everyone else is doing and worry about that. And so it's exciting. It was good. Now we're on a bracket with Bellevue, Dakota State, and Viterbo. So we will see Viterbo Thursday at noon.
Okay. So conference tournament starts Thursday at noon at Valley City.
Correct.
And Coach, just so people understand, you can go to the North Star site or our site to look at the brackets, but just so people understand, you have 2 different brackets, right? You basically run a semifinal, and whoever the top teams out of each bracket then meet for 2 out of 3?
Best of 3.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a fun bracket to play. It's double elimination, so you gotta win. You gotta win to try and avoid playing extra games, and getting that first game will be huge for us. If you lose that first game, you kind of go into the losers bracket there and have to win your way out. And so, two sides, and then once you get to the championship against the other bracket, it's the best of 3. So, the conference tournament could be over by Saturday or could go into Sunday. Just kind of depends on that if necessary game.
Awesome. And Coach, so finishing 3rd in the conference, that's the best finish you've had, right? That is awesome. Absolutely amazing. Good stuff.
we were picked to finish 6th in the preseason poll, so kind of nice to, finish above what everyone expected of us.
Well, that leads me into my next question, right? Like, Shay Kimball has been awesome this year, I know. You had a couple new players as well that really did well. Nicole Bunting, Alyssa Foster. I mean, you've got a core of some Dana Gutierrez.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you talk because they've all been very impressive and have done such a good job, whether it's, in the field, on the mound, at the plate. who's really contributed quite a bit, and like I said, you have some new girls that have been vital, that I didn't mention, so I'll let you do that, but, who's really done a phenomenal job and really, I don't want to say putting the team on the back, because I've watched you guys play and it's spread out, but really led the team in order to be in this position.
Yeah, it's really been a team effort, which, you always hope that, because then the pressure's not on one person to perform constantly, but Shay Campbell's had one heck of a year. She is currently batting .450 in conference, 11 home runs in conference. She's just, and then she has a 1.7 ERA on the flip side of pitching. So not only can she hit, she can also pitch. And Annika Seedberg was a late add for us, and she's been huge in the circle for us too, to kind of have Shay Campbell and Annika Seedberg to work together, and then add Lindsay Swanson into the mix too when needed has been huge. And then, hitting wise, Jade Ledachowski has really come into her own this year. She's a senior, which is unfortunate that we'll lose her, but she's just been a powerhouse for us behind the plate. She's caught almost every single game for us. She is getting tired, but she's a senior and she wants it. She wants to keep competing as long as she can, which is awesome. So Dana Gutierrez, like you said, Alyssa Foster, Nicole Bunting, they've all been kind of big for us, big hitting and fielding. To have Alyssa Foster, Dana Gutierrez, and Amanda Izzo in the outfield. Our outfield's pretty dynamic, which is good with the speed and just the aggressiveness that they have out there. It's been a fun season.
I was just gonna say, at the plate, when you guys lead off with Amanda, or Dana and Amanda, you really got some speed going down to first base. To get a runner on and potentially score early.
Yeah.
So that's exciting to see. So, well, awesome, Coach. It's like I said, it's been a awesome year. Real quick, tell us a little bit about, obviously, your first games on the turf this year, right?
Yeah.
So you got to have some home games and legit home games where kids on campus been able, faculty, staff, people been over to walk over Jerome Berg Field and see a play. How much that mean to the girls, and how good has that been this year?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome to be on campus. It kind of allows us to use our indoor hitting facilities for warm-up, and then, go out to the field for our defensive warm-up. So it allows us to keep the girls inside a little bit longer too when the weather is a little bit cold. It also allowed us to pick up an extra home series, essentially. Viterbo ended up having to come here to play for, when we were supposed to go to lacrosse because of weather and stuff. And, that's not always the case, that we can pick up an extra series here at times. And so that was really nice to just, we were still the away team, but it was nice to add more home games for us. So it's been huge. It's just been nice to be on campus. On, Friday there was baseball going on and there was softball going on, so it was cool to see people kind of be able to go back and forth between the two and, watch both kind of at the same time. So.
Awesome. Very cool. So, well, that's it. So this Thursday,
Yep.
Starting conference tournament, 12 o'clock, Viterbo first game.
Yep.
Hopefully you can get out to Valley and support the softball and baseball team, both starting on Thursday. But if you can't get out to Valley, be sure to look on our website for live streaming and radio options. So, Coach, good luck this week.
Thank you.
And excited to see the girls play, and go Comets.
Thank you.